Today I will discuss about the Berzelius hypothesis. Berzelius, B-R-Z-E-L-I-U-S, Berzelius hypothesis. What is Berzelius hypothesis? Let me discuss about what is Berzelius hypothesis. If you want to write down the statement, then what will be the statement? According to this hypothesis, equal volume of all gases under similar condition of temperature and pressure contain equal number of atoms. This is the statement of Berzelius hypothesis. Suppose, let me explain the statement. Suppose, think about an example. Explanation. Suppose, take an example. Hydrogen react with the chlorine to form hydrochloric acid. This is your reaction, and it can be written in the equation form. H2 plus Cl2 gives 2HCl. That is your equation. Suppose if you want to take equal volume, suppose take 1 ml of hydrogen, 1 ml of chlorine, 1 ml of HCl. What will happen? Suppose 1 ml of hydrogen contain X number of atoms. Clear? X number of atoms. Then according to Berzelius hypothesis, this 1 ml of chlorine also contain X number of chlorine atom. No doubt it is your hydrogen atom, your chlorine atom. And this 1 ml is also contain, this 1 ml of HCl also contain X number of HCl compound atom. That is your molecule, compound atom. According to Berzelius hypothesis, if these are taken in similar condition of temperature and pressure, because if you do not keep the temperature and pressure constant, then we know that the volume of the gas depends upon the temperature and pressure. If we increase the temperature of the gas, then the volume increases. If it increases the pressure, then the volume of the gas decreases. So, if you fix the temperature and pressure of hydrogen, chlorine and HCl gas, and if you want to take 1 ml, then X number of hydrogen atom, X number of chlorine atom, X number of HCl compound atom. That means, if you want to explain, how can you explain? This is the example. H2 plus Cl2 gives 2HCl. Let me explain the Berzelius hypothesis. Experimentally, it is seen that 1 volume of hydrogen combined with 1 volume of chlorine form 2 volume of hydrogen. This is an experimental data. 1 volume of hydrogen combined with 1 volume of chlorine gives 2 volume of HCl. How can you write this term? Eg. It can be easily detected by knowing the coefficient of a balanced chemical equation. Here 1 is written, so 1 volume. Here 1 is written, no doubt here there is no 1, but we think that there is a 1, so 1 volume. Here 2 is written, 2 volume. Suppose take another example. N2 plus 3H2 gives a 2NH3. Then how can you write this like? Here 1, so 1 volume, 3 volume, that is your 2 volume. By balancing the chemical equation, we can write such type of relation by knowing the coefficient of the equation, coefficient of the reactant and the product. So we can think that experimentally it is found that one volume of hydrogen combined with one volume of chlorine gives two volume of HCl. Here the volume is taken unknownly, one volume, two volume, one volume, like this. Let one volume of each gas, let one volume of each gas contain n atoms. Contain how much atom? N atoms. Then we can write n atom. One volume means n atom. Here is also one volume. We can write n atom. Here we can write 2n compound atom. Compound atom means molecule, since it is a molecule. 2n compound atom. If you divide this by n, then we can find one atom. Then divide by n, it means one atom. If you divide by this by n, that is your 2 compound atom. Again, if you divide by 2, then it is your 1 compound atom. If you divide by 2, then half atom. Next is your also half atom. This is the relation. From this relation, it is clear that half atom of hydrogen combined with the half atom of chlorine to form one compound atom, that is your said to be molecule of HCl. This is your final conclusion. Remember, here atom is breakdown and gives half atom. Here is also atom is breakdown gives a half atom. No doubt, it is the molecule. When you divided this molecule, this is the two compound atom, it gives one compound atom. It gives one compound atom. But we know that according to Dalton's atomic theory, we cannot break down the compound, we cannot break down the atom. We can break down the molecule, that is your compound atom. You can break down the compound atom, that is your molecule, and it gives the atom. But it is impossible to break down the atoms. This is the postulates of Dalton's atomic theory. That means Berzelius hypothesis undergoes against of the Dalton's atomic theory. According to, so we can write according to Dalton's atomic theory, atom cannot break down, but this hypothesis suggests that atom can be breakdown. Look at this. One atom undergoes breakdown gives half atom. Dalton's atomic theory denied atom undergoes breakdown, but this theory explains that atom undergoes breakdown. So there is a contradiction. That means this hypothesis undergoes against of Dalton's atomic theory. So this theory, so we can think about this theory. So this theory is rejected by scientists. Dalton suggests that atom breakdown cannot be breakdown, but this theory suggests that atom undergoes breakdown. So this is the this is the demerits of this theory, and it is rejected. After rejection of the Berzelius hypothesis, another hypothesis will be predicted by the scientist Avogadro, and it is called Avogadro hypothesis. Avogadro's hypothesis, or modified Berzelius hypothesis. It is called modified Berzelius hypothesis. It just change the atom word into molecules. So let me discuss about what is a Avogadro's hypothesis. What is Avogadro's hypothesis? Let me discuss about Avogadro's hypothesis or modified Berzelius hypothesis. Avogadro's hypothesis. According to Avogadro's hypothesis, if you think about the Avogadro hypothesis, at first let me discuss about the Berzelius hypothesis. According to Berzelius hypothesis, what is the statement? The equal volume of all gases under similar condition of temperature and pressure contain equal number of atoms. This is your Berzelius hypothesis. But Avogadro hypothesis just change the atom and written as the molecule. That means Avogadro's hypothesis statement is your equal volume of all gases under similar condition of temperature and pressure contain equal number of atoms. Instead of atom, it is think about the molecules. In Berzelius hypothesis, your atom is written. In Avogadro's hypothesis, your molecule is written. That is the main difference. Berzelius hypothesis think about the atom. Avogadro's hypothesis think about the molecule. So we can write the statement like this. According to Avogadro's hypothesis, equal volume of all gases under similar condition of temperature and pressure contain equal number of molecules. Let me discuss about the explanation. How can you explain the Avogadro's hypothesis? Take the same example which is taken in the Berzelius hypothesis. Hydrogen react with the chlorine to form hydrochloric acid. To form what? Hydrochloric acid. We can write the equation H2 plus Cl2 gives 2HCl. Experimentally it is seen that one volume, that is your one volume, that is your two volume. Let one volume of each gases contain n molecule. But in Berzelius hypothesis, it is written as n atom. But in Avogadro hypothesis, it is written as n molecules. Now write the equation. Write the relation. One volume means n molecule. One volume means again n molecules. Next is your 2n molecule. Next divide these values by n, then we can find out one molecule. Next is your one molecule. Next is your what? Two molecule. Suppose divide by 2, then it gives one molecule. Then it gives half molecule. then it gives a 1 by 2 molecule. Again, if you think about half molecule of hydrogen means one hydrogen atom, half molecule of chlorine means one hydrogen atom, here one molecule. That means one molecule of HCl is formed by the one atom of hydrogen or one atom of chlorine. Or we can write down the statement like we can write down the conclusion like this: half molecule of hydrogen react with a half molecule of chlorine form one molecule of HCl. Here molecule undergoes breakdown and forms atom, that is true. But in Berzelius hypothesis, atom undergoes breakdown, gives a half atom. That cannot be possible according to Dalton atomic theory. Now this hypothesis support to the Dalton's atomic theory. So this theory is accepted. It cannot be rejected due to similarity. It goes support to the Dalton's atomic theory. From this relation, we can conclude that we can write the conclusion. We can write the conclusion: half molecule of hydrogen react with a half molecule of chlorine to form one molecule of HCl. That is the conclusion. This is all about your Berzelius hypothesis and Avogadro's hypothesis.